Community Bank of Pickens County presents ETC High School Highlights, hosted by Donna Enos.
Welcome to the High School Highlight Show presented by Community Bank. I want to start off by thanking all of our sponsors, as always. I want to thank the crew here at ETC that works so hard to get this show together every week. We've got some really good kids lined up tonight to recognize and let you know what's going on. We appreciate people letting us know what's going on. If there's something going on that you feel like kids need to be recognized, reach out, let us know, and we'll try to get there and cover whatever's going on. So each week we rotate our order, and this week we're going to start off with North Georgia Christian Academy. And every week the live interviews are brought to you by the McArthur Law Firm in Jasper. So I've got Mr. Joy Sullivan, and he has brought three with him, sponsors FCA at North Georgia Christian Academy. So would you introduce who you brought with you?
Yes, ma'am. I have Cadence Brandon. She's our huddle leader. Addie Jones is her assistant. And then I got Ellijay Hass, who is our worship leader.
Okay, great. Appreciate y'all coming on tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so for people that don't know, tell us what FCA is.
FCA is, it stands for Fellowship of Christian Athletes. We kind of add another S on the end of that and call it Fellowship of Christian Athletes and Students because everybody's welcome. It's student-led. I'm just the sponsor. They kind of take control of it. We had been meeting during lunch the last couple of years, but we've grown so that it just kind of made it hard to get in there with the middle school and high school and meet. So we meet during their break in between third and fourth period. And we were going to meet twice a month, but we had so many students volunteering to speak that we are meeting every Thursday.
That's a good problem to have.
It is, it is.
Mm-hmm. All right, so tell us what it means to be a huddle leader. What is that? Is that like the president?
Yeah, so this year we've really zoned in on our student-led, and it's truly incredible to see the students that will lead. It's always usually the quiet ones that step up, and so I just mainly schedule those and encourage people to actually lead, and it's been really good this year.
So could we credit your leadership to that?
It's not just my leadership. We have a whole board, and these Elijah and Addie and Mr. Sullivan have really helped with that.
All right, well, good. So, Addie, what is your part in this?
Yeah, so I kind of help Cadence coordinate and keep everybody lined up, but I also focus on the athletic side because I play basketball and volleyball, so I kind of make sure FCA is continuing in those sports too.
All right. So let's talk about what your part is.
Yeah, so I play the role of leading worship in our chapel. This is something new we started this year. They had been asking to do it for a while, and they came up to me and another teacher and asked us to start leading it. So we have a group of students that participate in leading worship in chapel before our little sermon every Wednesday, and it's been really incredible to just see the growth in the students and see the other students in the crowd involved when we do dance motions or stuff like that.
So when you're talking about chapel, is that separate from FCA, or is that the FCA, I know that at North Georgia Christian Academy you do have chapel every week. So are you part of the actual chapel, or are you talking about FCA part?
It's correlated together, so okay. It's led by us, the FCA leaders,
okay.
And then we involve other students that have spiritual gifts to lead as well.
Very good. All right, so tell me we'll go ahead and start with you. So tell me what got you interested in FCA and what made you want to be a leader?
So last year was my first year at the school, and like Mr. Sullivan said, they always did it in the lunchroom. So just seeing the participation from other students and leaders coming in to talk about God to us just really inspired me. So this year when we started up doing it during our break period, they had asked me to step up and help lead one week, and it was just really a great opportunity to step up and be the leader that I feel called to be.
Great.
I don't really remember how I got into it, honestly. It started when I was a lower classman, so I kind of just feel like Mr. Sullivan picked it up and we all just kind of jumped right into it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got asked to lead on behalf of our FCA at the C4 here in Ellijay, and I was really scared because he didn't tell me how many people were there, and there was hundreds of people. And so, but I truly saw how God used me and our organization to reach people. And so it just has really fell upon all of us, and I'm truly thankful for this experience.
Well, you know, FCA, I mean, people that are familiar, you know, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and so you did say that y'all have added students. I think that's really good that you are very inclusive of everyone. What do you think the ratio is from students to athletes there?
So I like to say that FCA does it for the one, just like Jesus chases after the one and he leaves the 99. And so as, you know, leaders, we are called to chase after even if it's one. And if our testimonies can reach one person, that's why we do it, because that one person can truly change, you know, a community. And so we definitely have a lot of athletes at our school, but we also have a lot of students that are involved in sports, and this is kind of their outlook and outlet to really use their gifts, because some are really called to speaking.
That's very good that you are including everyone and let people kind of shine. So we were talking just a little bit before, and I know a lot of times that, you know, you try to involve community. So I don't really like to say community service, but do you have any like community projects that you try to do that would maybe draw attention to FCA, that would, you know, draw more people in, or just kind of expose the FCA in the community? Do you do anything like that? Anybody want to answer that one?
So we do have, what we've done is a See You at the Pole, and so local high schools probably do it too, but it's a day where we come and circle around the flagpole and really pray for our school, community, country. At the time, our country was really needing prayer, and so we did that. And like I said, C4, where Ellijay churches come together, and so we really are just trying to spread the light that God has given us to the dark places.
On the See You at the Pole, is that something that's open to the public, or just your school?
See You at the Pole is a nationwide event, and so schools, you know, all over meet, and so I think it's really open to the public.
So, I mean, you let people know that you're going to do it, and you invite people to come and join y'all?
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
good. All right, so with FCA, do you feel like that's the largest organization at your school?
I would say that and FFA. I think FCA is the most. I'd say pretty much all of high school does FCA, and then FFA a lot of people do too. Those are probably the most popular at our school.
All right, so I know that we just kind of touched on this before we came on air. Scholarship, you two are seniors, and you've gotten some scholarships that are kind of related to this. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so I've applied for a Christian leadership scholarship. It is a nationwide scholarship, so it's very competitive, and so I've not heard back on that, but FCA has given us experience and involvement in the community where our community leaders really see that we're trying to better the place, so it definitely gives us that experience.
Good.
I have gotten a few scholarships just through church events and like camps that I go to and stuff. They give out some, and I have received some of those, but that's pretty much it.
Okay, and so you're a junior. So I guess, you know, there's kind of setting an example for you next year, right?
Yeah.
So you can kind of just take their spots and get those scholarships next year.
Right.
Okay, good. So we're talking about future. Talk to us a little bit about, you know, what you plan to do in the future.
Yeah, so in the future, I plan to, after I graduate high school, I plan to attend Lee University in Cleveland, Tennessee. I want to major in worship ministry and a minor in business, just so I have something to fall back on. But yeah, I plan to lead worship, be a pastor.
Good.
I plan to attend Faulkner University in Montgomery, Alabama. It's a private Christian college, and I want to major in speech language pathology.
Good.
I'm majoring in nursing and hope to kind of grow a nonprofit ministry through that.
So all three of you are really looking to go into service, yeah, and so that's really good. So do you feel like the FCA is kind of a launching point for you that you would, that's going to really help you as far as communication, leadership, meeting people, leading people? Do you feel like that this is kind of one of those launching points that's going to really help you down the road?
Definitely. It's made me confident in not just my faith, but truly sharing that faith. And when you hear your peers talk about their faith and their testimonies, it really encourages you to share yours.
Yeah, whether you're hearing it or saying it yourself, it does really help, and it definitely does help your public speaking and really all sorts of things.
Yeah, they definitely hit on it. It really helps with public speaking. I've always been scared to speak in public, but I think FCA has been a big part of helping me overcome that fear. So when I talked to FFA, it was really nerve-wracking, but after it was like, wow, like just all the student participation that happened during it, it was just really inspiring. And to hear, like Cadence said, the other students talk about their testimonies or what God has laid on their hearts is really inspiring to see that like there's students who go through the same things that we go through, and we're not in this alone.
Well, I tell you what, you three are very inspiring, and I really appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for what you do and leading this group and all that you put into the youth, and we really appreciate it and want to wish you luck in what you do next year. I know we counted it down 24 days, so good luck finishing up school.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all so much for being here. So we're going to take a quick break, and then we've got the Pickens tennis team coming up, so stay with us.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
If you or your business are looking for local advertising opportunities, we have sponsorships available for new programming coming soon on ETC3. Contact us at 706-697-5591.
Like us, you want to choose the best security company, not trusting your home monitoring and family's peace of mind to just anyone. ETC Security is trusted, locally owned and operated here in the North Georgia area. Our cutting-edge security and camera systems give peace of mind wherever you are, at a price we're proud to offer our friends and neighbors. You're ready for a better local security service. Give us a call or visit us online at etcsecurity.com.
We have the Pickens tennis team here, and the Pickens segment is brought to you by the Patsy Carver team at REMAX each week. So we appreciate Patsy Carver and her team sponsoring the Pickens segment. So now we've got Pickens tennis, and we're going to get to talk to them about some record-breaking things that are happening this year. So I've got Coach Christensen Stewart and Coach Wendy Lau, and they're going to introduce who they brought with them tonight.
So over here, starting left, we got Brooks Behrman, who plays in 1 dubs. We've got Jack Tatum playing in 2 dubs. We got Mr. Joseph Saltino playing our #1 single spot. We've got Agatha Tatum, who plays in our 2 double spot, and then we got Brandy Overton, who plays in our 2 single spot on our girls team.
Okay, so I've got it all down right here, but y'all want to give us some good news that's fixing to happen this week?
Oh, we're just getting ready for first round state. For what, 5th year in a row? So we're excited about that. Girls travel to Whitewater on Wednesday, and then the boys get to host their very first state playoff round at our own high school on Thursday against a rival at Lumpkin High School. So we're excited about that.
Y'all want to do a little flex, since this is going to be the first time in school history that you get to host a tennis match at state first round? So, yeah. How did you do against Lumpkin when you played them in the season?
First time we played them during regular season, we lost to them, but really close. And then we didn't get to play them in the region tournament. They opted out of playing that match. So we get to finally get our revenge on them this week.
All right, well, great. So, goes without saying, good luck on these tennis matches that you've got. So, all right, ladies, let's talk about, tell us a little bit about your tennis experience this year.
It's been a really good experience with Coach Stewart's leadership and Wendy's. We've built a really strong team. We've been together for about like a year now, and our team has become super close with going out after games and good like team chemistry on the courts. Doubles and singles, even though we practice in separate groups, we're always there supporting each other. During games, there's always somebody on the sideline watching you. That's from our team.
Kind of like Brandy said, our team chemistry is just really good. Me personally, me and my doubles partner have had a really good season this year. So it's just, and the whole team really, so it's just been good to like keep our momentum going. And we really are just like a family. Like we get along so well, and it just really helps with the like being better because we want to be there.
You want to give a shout out to your partner?
Enza Klein, I love you.
Okay.
I hate to sound repetitive, but like what they said, we're just so close. And as a boys team captain, being able to see my guys always want to hang out afterward and just, I don't know, this energy is just so inspiring, and I'm really proud to be a part of this program.
All right.
For the boys especially, it's always nice because, you know, if you're having a bad day, you can rely on one of your teammates to come and help pick you back up and get you motivated for the next match. And we're all really close, especially since we've all been together, playing together for so many years now, and it's just nice to be able to know that we're all here for each other.
Good.
This has been the best boys team, I would say, of all time for the Pickens, and I'm just really proud of all the boys that we get to play together and be a family together, and I'm excited to see the future that all of these guys have in store for each other.
Well, you know, Jack, we had you on way back about, you know, the leader of the student section. And so, I mean, when we've been doing basketball games and baseball games, I mean, I've seen y'all in the stands. So are these other sports returning the favor and coming to encourage you on your matches that you have? Do y'all have good student participation?
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
All right. Well, you know, we hope to give good news after this week and that you're going on to the second round. So tell me, how long have you been in tennis, and what got you involved?
I started in my 7th grade year because of my two sisters. They played for all of high school and all of 7th and 8th grade year. And I played baseball, but I always kind of wanted to try it and just see how fun it was. And it was a blast the first year I played it, and I fell in love with the game. And so ever since then, I've always learned and just practiced every day.
So back in junior high, I was one of the 2 kids who did not make the soccer team, so I decided to try out for tennis because I thought I could make it. And so I've been playing for 4 years now throughout my entire high school career.
Turned out good for you, did it?
Yeah, it did. I'm glad I played tennis and not soccer.
I started when I was 5 years old, so I've been playing for 13 years in total. In those early years, it was very off and on. I was mostly in it because of my dad. He played high school tennis, and he regretted not sticking with it, so he kind of forced it on me, but I am forever thankful for him. I'm glad that I stuck with it and am where I am today with all these guys and proceeding my future with tennis.
Right.
I also started my 7th grade year, and to be honest, I had no interest in tennis. The coach just came up to me and said, "Why don't you come try out?" And apparently I was good at it. So, but I'm really grateful. This sport, it genuinely means everything to me, so I'm really glad that I stuck with it.
I started probably my 2nd grade year, like in summer, and I got into tennis through summer camps because my parents really wanted me to get into an activity, and I just fell in love with it, and I became super close with Joseph through that, and I just joined the team 6th grade, but then COVID canceled it, and then stuck with it, so.
Okay, let's talk about the discipline it takes, because some of you are playing doubles, some of you play singles, but it's really kind of an individual sport. So let's talk about the discipline that you have to have and the commitment you have to have as far as tennis goes to be at the high level of competition that you obviously are at right now.
Tennis is definitely a mental sport just as much as it is a physical. You really have to want it. You really have to want to win. And as our coach has always told us, if we get into a 3rd set, that is our set, because we are not going to back down and we're not going to give them the points. I've definitely experienced that a lot this season because I've had a lot of 3rd sets, but I've won most of them. So,
since you said that, would it be against tennis etiquette if you played won't back down? in between your sets.
Not as long as we play it in between.
I will say we're probably one of the rowdiest tennis groups you'll ever see.
Well, that's the spirit.
But you know what? I have people all the time say that all you had to do is put a redneck in charge. But you know what? It gets the kids excited, and the fans get excited, and it's just fun to see them go win and enjoy a sport that they enjoy, and make it fun for them to want to keep coming back.
Well, we are trying to prepare them for college. I mean, so if they go play in college, the game's on. You can scream in between points and everything else. So,
yeah, it's kind of hard in high school to contain that excitement. But
yeah, like Brandy said, it's definitely a mental sport. I mean, every single point matters. You know, like some sports you can lose one and it'd be okay, but like tennis, you really need to like get in there and win every point. And shout out again to my doubles partner. I think she does a really good job with like keeping me mentally in the game and like not giving up, because that's the biggest factor of the game, is just not giving up. And so you need to be mentally disciplined to play this sport.
Yeah, contrary to doubles, as a singles player, it is just me out there. I talk to myself constantly, and sometimes I can be good, sometimes I can be bad. You want to try and have as much positive self-talk as possible, because as soon as you start doubting yourself and putting yourself down, you're going to lose. And yeah, and discipline, like practicing wise, I mean, at the highest level of college play, those guys are out there at least 4 to 5 hours a day. And we don't get that much, but I think Coach Stewart does a great job of doing very well with the time that we have on the court. So thanks, Coach Stewart.
For doubles, especially for me, if my mental game wasn't strong, I would not win nearly as many of the matches that I do. And also my partner is probably the biggest help that I could have in order to be able to keep myself calm and under control. And sometimes if he's getting upset, I can do the same for him. But it's really teamwork that is able to let us be able to win our matches and keep ourselves mentally strong.
Yeah, I would definitely say tennis is mental. I mean, honestly, like, everybody has a chance to be great, and only the few get to be the greatest, and like everybody has to take that chance to be the greatest that they can. And so I would definitely say it's mental. And I mean, you're going to lose a point, but it just depends on how like hard you want to get back up and just back in it.
Well, I'll tell you what, now you've kind of mentioned, are you planning on playing in college?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you have already lined up where you're going and all that?
Yes, I'm going to Shorter University. I have a third single spot secured for this fall. I'm super excited for that. They're at Division II level, and I don't know, we'll see where the wind takes me, but I'd love to maybe transfer to a higher level school and maybe go pro. We'll see.
Congratulations. So,
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll be watching when Wimbledon comes on, and we'll say, hey, we knew him when.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to remember y'all.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, I mean, I know that, you know, maybe not everybody at home knows this, but, you know, y'all have some really impressive resumes, because, I mean, I know your background, I know about a lot about y'all, and you're just very, very impressive, you know, not only in tennis, but in what you do, school-wise, academics, community-wise. And so I just want to commend you on what you do, the example you set at Pickens High School. And I'm so proud of our, you know, getting to host for the first time ever. Enjoy that, and you know, soak up every moment, and hope that you know, all of you win this week, and good luck on that tournament. I'm glad we got to have you in here tonight before your state tournament, so that we could really recognize you and what you've done so far. So thank y'all so much for coming. Good luck, and we'll be watching. Thank y'all for what you do with them, and all the time commitment. We know that that is a lot to put in, but thank y'all for so much for what you do. So, all right, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the Gilmer golf team.
Here at Parish Lowrie State Farm, we're about community, and we're happy to support high school highlights and all the amazing things our kids and our communities are doing these days.
Call State Farm agent Parish Lowrie and Jasper today.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Salon 84 would like to congratulate all the students doing great things. Go by and see Amy and her staff at Salon 84, West Church Street, Jasper.
Salon 84, Hair and Color Studio in Jasper.
Still driving on this? If you don't like the road you're on, let us pave you a new one. At Ben Hopkins Paving, we don't just fix asphalt. We build smooth, solid surfaces made to last. From driveways to parking lots, big jobs, small jobs, one standard done right. Locally owned, fully insured. No shortcuts, no excuses. If you don't like the road you're on, let us pave you a new one. Visit benhopkinspaving.com for your free estimate today.
All right, we're excited to have the Gilmer golf team with us tonight. We've got Coach Caleb Waddell, and he's brought 2 golfers with him. So you want to introduce who you brought?
Yes, ma'am. So this is one of our senior golfers. This is Christopher Gaddis, and then we have a junior golfer, Kenley Thompson, and they're both our veteran golfers. So they're our oldest golfers on our team.
All right, we're glad to have y'all. So you want to just give us a little update on the season?
Yes, ma'am. So we're having a really good year. Our girls are 7-2, and our boys are 6-4. Our boys are undefeated at our home course this year, so at White Path Golf Course. We appreciate them for letting us use that. And then our girls they've lost 1 match to Calhoun at the home course. So we're having a great season. It's been phenomenal. So, and to come from Gilmer as a player as well, and to see the switch up and these kids just putting in the work, it's been a blessing.
That's great. So let's talk about how how the golf is going for you. I mean, obviously y'all are being very successful. So how do you feel like your season? Do you feel like you're consistent? Let's say that.
I do. I feel like this is the most consistent we've ever been. I feel like the depth on the team is really good this year. I feel like we can put a different top 6 out every match and be successful. But if one guy has a bad match or a bad round, I know there'll be another guy to pick him up. So I feel like the depth is really good. The team's really good this year. Yes, ma'am.
It's always great to have.
Yes, ma'am.
How about the girls?
For me personally, I came straight from basketball into the golf season, and in the beginning, I personally wasn't very consistent, and neither was my team really. But now we're starting to put lower scores out and do better.
Good, good. So I was at the Masters last week, and it always gives everybody golf fever when Masters comes around. Mm-hmm. So do y'all get into the Masters? I mean, you have little watch parties, and does that kind of give you a little extra push here toward the end of the season?
Yes, ma'am. It does. It does. It's that's usually around the time to peak when our area tournament is when the Masters is. So it does kind of gives you a little something to come play like, kind of replicate. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So when is your region tournament?
Next Monday.
Next Monday.
Yes, ma'am.
Where is it going to be held?
Fields Ferry in Calhoun.
Okay, so I assume y'all have played that a time or two.
Yes, ma'am. We went there during the season and played there. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So it's it's not really. I guess it's not real challenging. It's pretty fair course, I would say, as far as for region, and you can still have a few mistakes on that course and recover. So tell me about what is your goal in your golfing career? Do you want to go on, or is it just going to be a hobby? How do you view golf?
I actually, when I graduate, I plan on going to university with something called a PGA management program and becoming a PGA professional and becoming a director of golf at a golf course or a teaching professional or something to do with golf. So I plan on continuing and maybe making it more than a hobby.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
For me, if I got a scholarship for golf, that'd be great, but if not, golf's something you can play for the rest of your life, and I love playing it, so.
A lot of business deals are done on the
right.
golf course.
Yes, that's right.
It's a great thing to have, as far as being able to do that. So the PGA golf management, used to the only place you could really get something like that is in Florida. But so where are you planning to go?
I'm undecided on where, but the couple I'm thinking of Coastal Carolina University and Myrtle Beach and Mississippi State. And then, of course, there's a bunch in Florida. Florida State, and then Florida Gulf Coast University are among the one I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Yes,
so, you know, as popular as golf is now, I think that's really a good field to go into, especially if you love golf. So that's great. So, what got you into playing golf? I mean, is that kind of
I've always watched golf on TV, even before I got into golf. I've always liked watching golf. Jordan Spieth, I always remember watching Jordan Spieth. I've always been a big Jordan Spieth guy, and watching him play when I was younger, it kind of got me into wanting to play it.
Good. What about you?
So my freshman year, I didn't have a spring sport, and I was like, I'm bored. I love being active, so I thought about tennis. Well, tennis you have to play doubles if it's your first year. My friend bailed on me. So then my other friend, Ariel Smith, she was like, why don't you just try golf? And I was like, I don't know the first thing about golf. And she was like, no, just come. Like, hardly any girls play. Like, you're going to enjoy it. And I'm really glad I did. I really did enjoy it.
It's so much fun, but frustrating at the same time.
It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. So what got you into golf? You said you played in high school, so how long have you been playing?
I've been playing since I was 5 or 6. My dad just took me out to the course, and he handed me one of his clubs, and I hit a decent shot, and it was over. It was over ever since.
It hooks you, doesn't it?
Yes, ma'am. So outside of wrestling, I'm golfing.
That's right. That is good. So you said Jordan Spieth's your favorite.
Yes.
So I mean, I love him too, and
yes, ma'am.
just wish he could learn to putt or get back to putting. So
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So do you have a favorite golfer?
I mean, I don't really watch much of like PGA Tour because I think it's kind of boring and slow and long. But I do like watching like golfers on YouTube and like watching them play and stuff. So
yeah, golf is really fun to watch.
It's just too slow, like on the TV, in my opinion.
Well, you know, it's just. I guess if you really have played it and you start watching on TV, you kind of realize the pressure and you know, how to kind of feel those shots. So. Do you get frustrated playing golf?
Yes, and as the kind of the captain role of the team, I do have to watch myself because you don't need younger kids on the team watching the oldest guy on the team kind of lose his head on the golf course. But yes, I do have a tendency to get in my head, and they say the most important 6 inches in the game is in between your ears.
That's right.
But it's a huge mental game. But yes, I definitely do get frustrated. Yes, ma'am.
What is the thing that frustrates you most?
I guess the more of like just going and playing practice rounds and executing and doing what your swing is meant to do, and then going to the golf course and not just all of a sudden, and it kind of just frustrating and being like, there's no excuses as to why I can't execute right now, but that's kind of why, you know, that frustrates me. That's why it frustrates me.
Do you feel like that you're pretty good at adjusting? Say if you have a missed shot or your swing's not just right, do you feel like you can adjust mid-round?
I do personally. I feel like I feel like I can control my swing enough now, and I've played golf long enough now to where I kind of know what to do if something bad does happen to my swing mid-round. That's kind of an experience thing, kind of course management. That's really important, but it comes with experience. It's not something you can really teach. To a certain point, but I feel like, yes, ma'am, I can.
Yeah. Well, so I started a girls' golf program at Cartersville, and so one of the hardest things that we had that first year with girls was just teaching golf etiquette.
Yeah.
So did you find that as something hard to pick up, or did that kind of come?
Not necessarily like the etiquette, but more like just the rules in general of golf. I feel like there's a lot more than people realize, but now I've got it pretty down pat. But now I'm just teaching like the freshman girls the etiquette and the rules and being a leader for them.
That's good, because I mean, you know, both of you apparently are very good leaders with your team, and I mean, you know, like we said, golf is lifelong, and that's something you're going to really reap the benefits of later on, and I think the leadership that you are displaying now is going to pay off for you in the future. So how do you feel like you're going to do in your region competition?
I feel like we're going to do good. We looked at the rankings today, and our scoring average is inside the top 4, but to make the top 4 to make the state. And the rankings we have, we're at number 5, so we are right, and then the number 4 is right at it. It's just by a couple decimal points. So we're right at it. I think if we execute and do have what we've been doing this season, then I think we'll make it.
Where's the state tournament this year?
It is Highland Country Club in LaGrange, right?
Okay.
Yep.
That's right.
Where's the girls? Do you know?
Same
place.
Same place.
Yes, ma'am.
Do it
They
both?
just have
Okay.
it separate.
All right. Well, make sure you go get a couple practice rounds in down there. And
Yes, ma'am.
Be ready.
Yes,
We were just talking about that today.
Talking about it at practice.
Yeah, there you go. So, well, I tell you what, you know, I love talking golf. I love watching golf. It's, you know, I feel like it's a lot of fun, and I think it is a lifelong sport that you really learn a lot of good lessons from. And so, obviously, y'all have already learned a lot, and I think that it's going to, you know, pay you forward in the future. So,
Right.
hey, do you think that when you get to be a pro that you'll let me kind of come play,
Yes, ma'am.
play
Of
around
course.
with you?
Of course.
I've already asked him. I already asked him.
We'll go down and play
That's
around
right.
on him. All
Yeah.
right, great. Well, thank y'all so much for coming and
Yes,
sharing
ma'am.
with us, and we appreciate the insight, and really want to wish you good luck in your region or your area, and in the state, because I feel like you will be there.
Yes, ma'am. I
Hopefully.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank y'all so much. All right, stay with us, and we've got some videos coming up. We've got the Wax Museum. We've got some early childhood education things going on. So come back, join that, and we'll have that for you right after this.
Here at Alfa Insurance, Jason Nunn Agency, we would like to commend you students for all your hard work and achievements. Come see us here in Ellijay and check out our great rates for young drivers.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Looking to buy or sell your property? Contact Patsy Carver, powered by REMAX Town and Country. The Patsy Carver team in Jasper. Trusted, proven, local.
A couple of weeks ago, we were invited to go and cover the North Georgia Christian Academy Wax Museum. And it's very interesting. I really enjoyed being there, and I think you're going to really enjoy seeing the highlights and hearing from some of those kids. And then after that, we have the Gilmer Teaching as a Profession, some highlights from some of the things that they have done also. So sit back and enjoy.
Good evening. I'm at North Georgia Christian Academy, and we're at the Wax Museum. So we have one of our Wax Museum people right here. So talk to us a little bit.
My name is Caroline Kinzer. I'm in 8th grade, and I'm giving a presentation over St. Robertson Huff.
Very good. So what made you want to do this?
I've been watching Sadie on her show Duck Dynasty my whole life, and I just thought it'd be fitting if I talked about her Christian faith.
Well, very impressive. So are you nervous tonight?
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, you're going to do great. Thanks for talking to us. I'm Sarah Robertson, and I'm in 8th grade. All right, what are you representing tonight? I'm Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk, great. So what inspired you to do that?
Well, I saw a lot of his speeches and stuff, so I wanted to do what he did.
Great. Baby, you're very impressive. We appreciate you doing this.
Hi, my name
name's Jackson Lopez. I'm in 8th grade. Okay, tell us who you represent tonight. Billy Graham. What made you decide on Billy Graham? Because I watched a movie on him and he seemed interesting. Okay. Well, inspiration means a lot, and we appreciate you doing this for us tonight.
After I was married, God chose me to become a judge for Israel.
All right, good evening. We're here at North Georgia Christian Academy with Miss Vicki Christensen, and we've just experienced something very neat. You want to talk to us about it?
This is our wax museum. We started this in 2012 and went a few years until COVID, and then we've moved to this school, and now we've started it back up again. It's with our 8th grade group, and there's 21 of them, and they've done a fabulous job.
It's very impressive to watch them. They're so composed, and they're just really, what they are doing, and knowing at that age that it's so hard to stand in front of people. So, kudos to you for putting all this together. Tell us exactly how the process works, because, I wasn't sure how it was going to work, but it's really neat how you did it. So explain their process.
Okay, well, this starts in January, and they choose from a list of characters of heroes of faith. They research that character. They get to know pretty much inside and outside of that character. And then they are to write a speech, a minute to a minute and a half speech about that character, proclaiming the character's faith. Why is that character a hero of faith? And that's what they focus on.
And, we talked to a couple of them. You let us in a little bit early. We got to talk to a couple of them. And so, and I was asking about their inspiration and things. And so that's going to be really neat to hear from them. It was really interesting to me about their cues that they were taking. How did you come up with that process? Talk about that a little bit.
They come up with their own speeches. They choose a pose that they start out with, and we want to make it a simple pose so that when they're, as a wax figure, they're off, then they go back to that original pose. So they choose their costumes, they choose their props, they choose just about everything to do with their character.
Well, that's really neat, and I noticed that you had a little button that people punch to get them started, and it was really neat to watch. Some of them were just really like a wax figure, and when that button is punched, then they come to life. So, that was just really fun to watch that. So, is this any kind of project as far as a class goes, or is this something every 8th grader has to do? Kind of, how does that go?
Well, originally when we started back in 2012, we were a small school, so we had multiple middle school, 4th through 8th grade. And then as we've grown, we've had to reduce the size. We just have so many students. So we've narrowed it down to 8th grade that they do that. And they could do it through their language arts class. It's just part of their speech writing.
Well, it's very impressive, and we appreciate you inviting us in, and thank you for letting us come in and join you tonight.
Thank you so much for joining us. We've been thrilled to have you, and we're thrilled to start this back up again.
Great. Thanks a lot.
I'm here with Miss Bates. She's the teacher of teaching as a profession. How are you doing today?
Very well. How are you, Justin?
I'm doing pretty good myself.
Good.
I'm here to ask you a couple of questions. One of my main ones really I like to get started with is, if you could give one piece of advice to a student who really wants to do this as a career, who's really interested, what would that be?
Well, teachers work really hard, and one of the things that I think keeps me going for career-long teaching is taking care of myself, honestly. I know that can kind of sound cheesy, but making sure that I'm prepared and competent for every day makes me feel good that when I walk into the classroom, my job's done even before I get there. And then all I have to do is build relationships with students. So taking care of myself by planning.
Okay. You mentioned building relationships with students. Do you mind emphasizing on how you would do that?
That's easy because I'm really a 6-year-old on the inside. And so one of the things I like about teaching high school students is I love when they're silly, and honestly when they act up or they have their own little personality quirks, I really like that variation in the classroom. So because I'm that way myself and I don't like to be seated or I'm not the same every day, I find it easy to get along with kids who who might feel the same way.
All right. How do you really prepare the kids who, like earlier, like I said, like really want to do this as a career, look forward to being a teacher?
Well, first of all, hopefully I'm a good model of that. I don't do it perfectly every day, but hopefully I'm a better than average model for teaching. Second thing is I always make sure I'm prepared so that they can learn their standard about teaching. And then third thing we do is we actually go out into the schools, into Gilmer County, and we see what teaching's really like, and we work with kids, real lessons.
How many levels do you have in this class, and how do you plan to expand the program?
Currently, we have 3 levels. We have examining the teaching profession, where you learn all about everything about teaching. Second is contemporary issues in education, where we take some of those hot button issues as well as state legislation, and we have discussions about them. The third level is a practicum, and you get to choose a mentor teacher from Gilmer County and go out and teach with that teacher all semester long, and they help you sort of become the teacher that you want to be.
All right.
As far as expanding the program, hopefully next year we'll be able to go to elementary schools and potentially Clear Creek Middle. We don't know about that yet. And maybe even sometime in the future, work something out here at Gilmer High where some of our students can work with younger peers.
How did you get interested in being a teacher and teaching this program?
Funny you should ask. I actually went to Georgia Tech to do something completely different. But when I worked my first job, I had to teach other adult engineers how to do my really simple job that I was doing. And when I did that, people said that I was very good at teaching. Okay. And so I thought, maybe I ought to look into teaching. Also, I really, really despised being inside in a cubicle all day.
Yeah. How would you really get started in this class? Like, how would you enroll?
Well, the first thing you have to know is that you don't have to want to be a classroom teacher. There's lots of different careers in education. So even if you know that you don't want to be a classroom teacher, go ahead and sign up if you're interested in being a coach or a trainer or a teacher of adults. Go ahead and get yourself signed up for examining the teaching profession, level 1, and we'll go from there.
All right. Well, thank you for having me today. It's been a pleasure. I hope I get to work with you again.
Thank you.
All right. What kind of stuff do you guys work on when you're not at elementary schools?
That's a great question. Right now, my examining class is doing a unit on whether or not technology is mostly good or mostly bad for learning. My contemporary issues class debates issues that are going for the State House and various types of legislation. We have discussions. We also play the games that little kids play, and we also do things like hand lettering this week, and then we will eventually be teaching units to each other.
All right. So, right there. All right,
I'm Addison Adgate. This is a teaching and profession pathway. We go into multiple elementary schools and we help with the little kids in their classes. And today we helped with apostrophes, and so they can learn how to make things plural. And we did a little cutting activity, and I love to see how kids learn and helping them understand things in the classroom.
I'm Joey Marshall. I'm with early childhood education, and we go to the elementary school, and today my classes were just playing games for extensions. We were rolling dice and counting how much and putting little markers on them. And I'd say my experiences with this has been really positive. It's really fun going to the elementary school. And extensions are when they move from their homeroom classes to a different class to focus on a core subject. They have math extensions, and their extensions, what extension class they have is based on what they score on tests and stuff. So there's the honors extensions and the gen ed one, and then the lower level extensions. And they they just focus on one subject in their extensions, and then they switch back after like an hour.
My name is Rebecca Dim, and I'm here at Ellijay Elementary, and my class, I go over to third graders, and we went to the first graders and we read some books there, and after that they do the normal thing, they go to reading sessions, and they went over field trip rules because they're having a field trip tomorrow, and that's basically all.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Nicole McArthur Law Firm in Jasper. Your hometown lawyer specializing in criminal defense, DUI, accident, and injury. Need a lawyer? Call Nicole McArthur.
ETC is connected to our community. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections and fast, reliable internet. Visit etcnow.com today.
Hello, my name is Chris Wang, and I am the agency owner of Chris Wang State Farm. We are a proud sponsor of today's program. We would love to invite you to become one of our customers, and please call us at 706-276-1300.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, enjoy these baseball highlights. Welcome to Blue Ridge. We are here with the Fannin County Rebels hosting the Gordon Central Warriors. Wyatt, the second batter, so on this third batter, needs a good clean out here. And that's strike three looking. That's a good job right there. So 1 out on the strikeout. 2-2 pitch. Jamari Millsap at the plate. O'Neal delivers. He's got 2 strikeouts here.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
And swinging a miss. So that's 3 strikeouts here on the inning. So good job by Nate O'Neal to get the Rebels out of that one. 3-1 pitch. And he does make contact, goes to the shortstop, who bobbles it. So that is going to be another base runner there. 0-2 count. Swinging a miss. So what a good job there by O'Neal. Got strikeout there on the. And you know, unfortunate that the Warriors got 2 in the top of the first, but swing and a miss. So that is 5 strikeouts there for O'Neal. Pitch from O'Neal. Ooh, he caught him looking. So that is strikeout number 6 for Nate O'Neal. Runner is going. He does make contact. It's deep in the hole. Shortstop fills it. And good job there by Bailey, beating that one out, and that's going to put Burnett over to third.
Barfield can do something with it here.
And he swings, and it gets by the third baseman, so that's going to score 2. Going to keep keeping them running. And good job there. 2 RBIs there by Drew Barfield on senior day here, senior night. Ryland Dyer waits on and he tries to bunt it, and it's kind of like a little drag bunt there, so good hustle.
Just a perfect place.
Yeah, in between the pitcher and the first baseman, so nobody covering first over there. Yeah. And he's showing bunt. He lays it down, it's coming down the third baseline. Good hustle. And first baseman misses it, so that's going to get a run in. So good hustle there by Hudson York, forcing a bad throw there.
Just another really well-placed ball.
Yeah. So Reese waiting on a 1-2 pitch. Chance to drop some runs in. And he does. That one's going to get down. So it's going to score 2. Hudson York coming around third. And there is Reese going in with a double. And he's excited. Good job there. So
gotta love some of these celebrations these guys throw out here.
Yeah. Rebels did win the first game.
That's going to be a base hit.
Yeah, that's going to go to the corner, so that's going to score another.
Extra
and
bases.
He's probably going to go 3 right here. They're waving him around to third. And the throw's not even going to be close. He does slide in. And so a triple down that right field line. The Rebels have it going on right now.
Outside of that, like I said, O'Neill has absolutely shut this team down.
So 1-2 count, and that's going to be a call, strike 3. So that is number 7 strikeout. And Reed makes contact, goes to third base. See if they can field it cleanly, and it's a terrible throw.
Well, he had to get rid of that ball fast. You could tell he kind of panicked there, and that ball sailed right over the first baseman's head.
And that one's going to get away. Burnett's going to get to second, and they're waving him to third. Here he comes, and they're having trouble picking the ball up. So he is going to make it around to third again. So good hustle there. Pressure on the defense and force some errors here. And so another contact made, and that's going to get down there. That's going to be a long hit to right field. See if he can make 3. He's going to hold up there at second, though. Smart move there. But another double to right field with another RBI. He's just taking a really long time here. And the pitch, and it's contact made. It goes to shortstop, and he throws to second, but it's a bad throw. And Drew Barfield's trying to get out of the way of that and kind of went wide, third. And the throw to third. And it gets by, so that's going to score Ryland Davis. So the runs are starting to pile up here.
All 7.
And that's contact again, get up the middle. So we've got Caden Reese having a good offensive day here. So he doubled last inning, single hit now. And another runner on base. He has struck out twice, but that was got a new pitcher here. And he makes contact, and so that one gets by. So that's going to score 2. And gets it out to left field, and that is 2 RBIs right there. So what a at-bat there by Bradburn. 1-1 pitch. Drew Barfield with bases loaded. And he rips it to the shortstop, it gets by, and that's going to score 2 more. And they are waving them on in. So a double here by Drew Barfield, 3 RBIs.
Clears the bases.
Yeah, it's here. That's a swing and a miss. So another strikeout by Nate O'Neill. That makes strikeout number 8.
Just
swing and a miss.
Right by him.
So that is second out here, and that is strikeout number 9. So 2-2 count. And that's going to be strike 3. That's strikeout number 10 for Nate O'Neill. What a job. So that's going to, the Rebels are going to win this one 15-2. Okay, good win by the Rebels there. So we're going to do something a little bit different on May 18th. That'll be our last show for the season, and we're inviting anybody in the public that would like to come watch the show live in the studio. You're welcome to come. Be here about 6:45, and you can sit in the studio and watch the show live. So we'd love to have you join us. I want to, thank you for joining us tonight, but I also want to, give some appreciation to these coaches and teachers and all the time that they put in, and we really enjoy hearing from these kids. Every week we hear from new kids and just great things that they're doing. We love spotlighting those kids, and we, like recognizing the teachers and coaches also. But we've got another show coming up next week, so come back next Monday at 7 p.m. I'm Donna Ennis. Have a great week.